Welcome back to Cube League Season 5, Week 3. We are watching the battle between the Meeseeks and Lookma All Lands. We have Sir Brew Lot versus Commander D this time. I am Persiferous.
I'm J-Wall.
And let's get back to the action. Looks like we're going through the judges game here while Sir Brew Lot is doing... Wow. That's a 5. So the object of the game is get to the lowest total score. You have to roll 3 dice, and then you have to re-roll at least one more.
Wow.
So the lowest score you could get is actually 3. So we're playing in the Cube of Commons here. At this point in time, we just watched Sir Brew Lot and Out of Focus battle, and that was a pretty good match.
That was a good match, and I appreciated that. It's what I call back to basics. You know, it's combat. It's figuring out combat math. It's do they have a combat trick? It's that unknown, and I love it when Magic is based around combat. Do I block? That's an underrated part of Magic. Blocking.
It is, and combat math. Combat math. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see people count a lot when you play this game.
Yes.
And don't believe it when people say counting's for blocking.
No.
Counting is for attacking too.
Yes, it is. Math is not just for blockers.
No.
I used to have that theory until I did that one time and got blown out when I had the win in hand. And ever since then, I'm like, nope, I will count and I will make sure.
Yep, there you go. So it looks like we got a keeper hand here. We're looking at a Forest, Chainer's Edict, Feed the Swarm, Ivy Lane Denizen, Liliana Spectre, and an Obnixlus's Cruelty. And he leads with a Forest. And looks like we've got a Prying Blade.
Prying Blade, okay, yeah.
And looks like Esper over here for Commander D.
With the deck name Can't Touch Us.
Yeah. Well, there's a Shadow guy. But it's not the one that you can pump.
Okay.
But you can ponder. Look at a couple of cards, put a card on top.
He wanted that land.
He wanted that land so he could equip and get in for some damage. That's going to be 3 points of damage.
A Prying Blade on a shadow creature.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Seems really good. Seems like it's time to play that Chainer's Edict.
100%. Does he have a swamp?
He's also got Obnixlus's Cruelty too. So
he has Witch's Cottage. Yeah, so yeah, okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
You're 100% playing Chainer's Edict.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chainer's Edict, and you're almost right there, able to play it again.
You know, we talked about that when he drafted that card. That card will come in handy because of all the hexproof or shadow-like creatures in this cube.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Looks like he's gonna jam the Ivy Lane Denizen here.
All right, and he's playing his Land War Elf out.
Yep.
So Ivy Lane, he put the counter on Ivy Lane, obviously, because it was the only creature out.
Yep.
And he put Hyena Umbra.
So he's got a Hyena Umbra that he's putting on. What is this creature? This looks like a Vidalcan Blade Master? No, because that has prowess. Is it a Stealer of Secrets? It might be a Stealer of Secrets.
Looks like we have a judge question going on right now.
It's got a Jeskai symbol in it, so that leads me to believe that is it a Jeskai Sage?
It's got three. Oh, he is equipping it to the max.
Oh, yes, he is. He's getting in for a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage coming through.
So it must be unblockable too. And he's got all kinds of mana there.
Yeah, that Prying Blade creates a treasure every time it deals combat damage.
It sure does.
Yeah. You equip that on some unblockable or Shadow creatures. Whew.
Yeah, things get bad real quick. Real quick.
And we talked about that archetype when we were watching Sir Brew Lot's draft. That this archetype is available. That Boggles type.
That Boggles type is available, and it can get really bad really quick if you're not paying attention.
Yes.
And if you are paying attention for it, then it's something that can just help you out a lot.
I think Sir Brew Lot's in the tank. Like, what do I do?
I think he is too. I think he's trying to figure out, what is the best plan here for him.
Because that Hyena Umbra has totem armor, correct? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got. I mean, yeah, you can target it. He can. Yeah. Oh, he might have a way to protect it.
Well, you could feed the swarm. Did he just?
Yeah.
Wow, he just counterspelled to feed the swarm, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Okay.
Can't touch us.
Nope, can't touch this. And that is the answer to it.
Can I request that song being played?
No.
Okay, I tried.
There's one person in the world I do not want to get sued by. And that is that person.
Right.
All right, so looks like, wow. So he just gave it flying also. He's bestowing. Gonna give it +2 in flying, I think.
That totem armor on Hyena Umbra is looking really good right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Sir Brew Lot's like, yeah, I might be dead.
Yeah. I might be dead unless I can draw a swamp.
Oh, yeah. If he can draw a swamp.
If he can draw a swamp.
Do they have a question on something?
Yeah, I think they got a question going on about what this bestow card does.
Did he have the mana? Oh, okay, yeah. I said he had the mana.
Yeah, I think he had the mana and was able to cast it. I think it is what it is that is going on with it. We're trying to get some answers in there to find out what it is that we're looking at.
Was that a swamp that he drew?
Ashes to ashes.
Oh. Ashes to ashes. Okay.
Yeah, ashes to ashes isn't going to work in this one.
No, it's not.
Not at this point.
Well, he's getting in there. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he is. I mean, at this point, you got to do something, right?
Or maybe he was doing it for the fake C's.
Oh, yeah.
You
Looks like he
know.
was faking them.
The old, oh, I'm going to attack.
So the bestow creature is the Observant Alciad. Has a bestow of 5.
Okay.
It gives the enchanted creature +2/+2 in vigilance. So
Cool.
I was wrong on the flying.
I think the creature he has it on has some sort of flying or something already.
Yeah, it's
So,
got something for sure.
and that's
We're still looking for that one.
we're still looking for that one, and that'll do it for the game.
That'll do it for the game. So Commander D gets this one kind of handedly.
Kind of handily, like, we talked about Sir Brew Lot's, kill spells lining up really well,
Yeah.
but not against
Not against that.
Not against that, because you have the creatures that are evasive or have hexproof, and then you also throw in some counter spells. That makes it
you
tough.
throw in some counter spells and things get hard real quick.
And Hyena Umbra,
Yeah.
Totem Armor, someone who plays Enchantress and Commander. I love Totem Armor. I think it's an undervalued and underappreciated mechanic.
I agree with you on that.
I think it's so good. Oh, you want to try to kill that? Nah.
Sorry. We'll
Sorry.
try next time.
Yeah.
Try next time. So,
this might be a bad matchup for Sir Brew Lot.
yeah, I think it could be. But you never know. We'll see what happens. I
Yeah.
mean, it looks like he's got to have the Boggle-esque creature out there to get things going.
Did Bogles make it to? You think did it make it all the way to
Commander
D?
I mean, if it made it all the way to Commander D, then that would have kept Commander D's partner out of green. I think that would have been
okay.
I think had he passed that, it would have been a bad signal.
Right. All right. Looks like we're shuffling up here for game number 2.
Yep, looks that way. Looks like some things are going to be happening here soon.
There's some conversations going on.
Gotta love those conversations. I'm sure there's all kinds of interesting things happening right now.
All right, Commander D is waiting, and Sir Brew Lot's doing an awful lot of shuffling tonight.
Yeah, it's something that he doesn't typically do a whole lot of, so I'm kind of impressed that he's actually taking this chance to do the shuffling.
Did he attend a TED Talk from the commish?
He might have
on the mathematical advantages and the analysis of shuffling.
I think he did, but I can't be 100% sure.
If you're ever around the commish, just talk to him about the statistical analysis of shuffling your deck properly. And
yes, I mean, it's one of those things that
I joke, but like I've heard this talk and I implemented the things he said. It works.
It does.
When you shuffle your deck right, it actually helps. It works.
It helps out so much.
We're not talking about mana weaving or any of this other stuff.
No,
just shuffling your deck properly.
And making sure that you don't over shuffle.
Yes. You shuffle it just right. Not the same way over and over. There's many different things that we can have a TED Talk on. Hey, maybe we could do a podcast one time.
It's something that we've kind of been talking about.
about.
And it could be something that would be good for us to do a podcast, so we could talk about the different cubes in the league.
Absolutely.
So we've got an opening hand keep here for both players.
Oh,
There's a
Delver.
Delver.
Yes.
All right.
I love me some Delver. I don't care what format. I love me Delver.
So we got a Forest and Swamp on the battlefield, a Priest of Titania in
I say
hand,
Sir Brew Lot, you gotta read Delver Secrets.
Symbiotic Elf, Cultivate, Innocent Blood.
Whew.
I mean, I Innocent Blood it right now.
Right now. Because the likelihood of that card flipping is high.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there is.
And then becomes a flying 3/2 that he's going to equip it to the high heavens.
Yeah, and I think you have to do it now.
He did not.
He did not.
Oh, it did not flip, though.
That's all right.
All right, plays a Plains. Oh, he's got in. So Delver ruling with enchantments, does it?
When it flips,
Yes.
the enchantment stays.
That's what I thought.
It's just transformed.
It just transformed. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, the object is still the same.
It's still the same object, yes. Because they can't print these cards the same. Some's got to say exile, bring back,
Yeah, that's
flip,
very
transform, and some are tapped, some don't. Some can untap. If you ever played Magic, you understand exactly what we're talking about.
It's very true.
So you have an Umbra on a Delver now.
That's just gross.
I mean, I'm all about that.
Yeah. And he's got a Spine Thopter in hand. I mean, that's good news.
And which is why, point out to, what we mentioned on turn 1, killing it.
Yeah. You should have killed it on turn 1.
You should have killed it on turn 1. Because now he can just sacrifice the Hyena Umbra
Oh no, it's not sacrificing. It's the totem armor says if this creature dies, this dies instead.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it is that a.
That is the innocent blood. Did we miss a calling here? I think we missed something there.
We might have missed something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is the innocent blood. He sacrificed. Oh, it's because he's. No? Because it says if it goes to the graveyard.
Yeah, we'll have to pull that up. We might be missing something here in the
Yeah,
booth.
I'm going to pull it up right now.
All right. In the meantime, Brew Lot's going to cast Cultivate. Go get his mountain. Has he had Cultivate in every single game?
Just about. I don't think he had it last game.
He's the luckiest person I've ever met when it comes to his mana fixing.
Okay, so Totem Armor says if enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. It's not being destroyed, it's being sacrificed.
That's the
so
key.
That's it.
Yep.
And maybe he read Innocent Blood as saying that he had to have a creature too. It just says each player sacrifices a creature.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So now we've got the Spined Thopter, tons of mana,
Yeah, Sir Brew Lot's got a lot of mana.
Bitterbow Sharpshooters, Pima Outrider, Symbiotic Elf.
Whew, that's a good hand.
I think he's got a lot of stuff going on here. So there's the Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters has reach, which will. Yeah, well, that takes care of that.
Yeah.
He couldn't get that out of his hand fast enough.
Well, with the amount of flyers he has.
Yeah. All right. 20-12. There's Dawn Treader Elk. He doesn't need any more mana, ladies and gentlemen.
No, he doesn't. He needs removal spells and or creatures.
Yeah.
Big creatures.
So there's the Pima Outrider.
He's going to fabricate.
Yep.
He's going to choose a servo. Okay. Oh, getting in there.
It's going to get in there.
$18-12. Okay.
All right.
All right.
18-12. You got Commander D doing some math there, it looked like. Looks like he's going to swing one.
I'd like to point out that he has the Esper mana on 3 lands.
That's right. He sure does.
That's impressive. So 18-11.
18-11. Looks like a Chainer's Edict. So he's got a Chainer's Edict in hand. He's going to swing Pima Outrider and
That's
the
all.
Spined Thopter. He's going to Dawn Treader Elk.
Yep.
And then he's going to not cast the Chainer's Edict. He's going to cast the
elf.
The Symbiotic Elf, which is a good choice. It's going to get him into the position where he's got enough creatures that he can still sustain the damage. So he's going to cast Chainer's Edict. He's going to see what he draws here, which is land, which is great. He's going to cast the Chainer's Edict, and then next turn he's going to cast the Chainer's Edict again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this round's looking like Sir Brew Lots for sure. That Innocent Blood to get rid of that Delver
Yeah.
was crucial. That's exactly the play you talked about. Chainer's Edict.
Yep.
And Commander D, does he have any outs?
I mean, he's got Counterspell, but it doesn't look like it's in his hand. And if it is in his hand, he doesn't have the other blue mana to cast it. I mean, there's more than just one Counterspell in the cube. There's plenty.
Settle the wreckage.
Fate's Fetters.
Hey, I'm wishing.
Or no, that's Oblivion. No, that's Fate's Fetters.
Yeah, Fate's Fetter.
Yeah. So Commander D gains some life.
Okay. How much can Sir Brew Lot swing with?
Looks like he just drew another swamp. I think right now what he does though is
He's going to chainer.
he
He should chainers.
chainers edict and swings.
Yeah. You flash that back for sure. Yep.
Yeah, flash it back, exile it. Yep, that's definitely the play.
Absolutely.
And then you swing all 4 of the creatures you have available to swing.
Yep. Puts Commander
Puts
D
him
down
to 2. You pass the turn, and you really see if Commander D's gotten out here, and maybe he does. Maybe he's got a surprise board wipe.
I'm
just kidding. I mean, there's pseudo board wipes in here. There's Evankar's Justice. Evankar's Justice actually would have killed him to cast. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a quick.
That was a pretty quick game 2.
Game 2.
So I think out of that, what I saw was Commander D didn't find those unblockable creatures so much that he needed, or the other things that he needed to keep them alive and hexproof.
That innocent blood was huge.
That innocent blood was huge.
And
I still think he should have cast it on turn 1.
Yeah.
But
it played out. You know.
It played out.
And if I'm Sir Brew Lot, I probably prioritize those edict effects.
Yeah,
in my opening hand.
I try to bring them to the top.
Yeah, like
I knock on that deck. I hover over that deck.
Right.
I work whatever voodoo I can.
Whatever you got to do to get those cards to the top. Because those, if he doesn't see those edict effects, I don't know.
Plus, on top of that, this is week 3.
Yeah, this is what we call the make 'em or break 'em week.
This is the make 'em or break 'em week, and then next week is position.
Position, yes.
So next week, if Lukma All Lands wins out, that's going to put the Meeseeks further behind them.
Yes. These next 2 weeks are pivotal.
And it really matters what's going on with the other matches right now. And then for next week, it's going to be first place versus 4th place. And then second place versus 3rd place.
Right.
All over again. Because it's basically what's going on right now.
Now, yeah.
Seeing that these guys are in 2nd and 3rd means the other 2 are in first and 4th.
And so next week, the same pairing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final week, you'll have first versus second.
First versus second.
And third versus fourth.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is the make it or break a week. Next week, like you said, we call it position week. It's where you want to get in a good position to have a chance to win.
I think so. And I think by knowing that, you have to prioritize that removal, that edict-style removal right off the top.
I don't say aggressive or mulligan aggressively, but I might consider that. Is a 6-card hand with an edict better than a 7-card hand without?
I think it is.
I think it is too.
I think it is, and it looks like he's keeping. So we'll find out what he's got. Maybe he does have one of those edicts. We'll see what's going on, and hopefully he can pull something together to maybe eke out this win. I think both players are trying to prioritize what is important to win this match.
Flipping a Delver on turn 2.
Flipping a Delver on turn 2, yes. So we got a Forest Swamp, a Rakdos Carnarium, a Sultai Scavenger.
Sweet, we can get Sir Brew Lot's password.
It of the Horde Swarm, Tarju Pathwarden, and Elephant Ambush.
Okay.
So it's a very interesting hand.
I
drew an Ivy Lane Denizen. I think I would have.
I probably would have sent that back.
I probably would have too, but that's the glory of us. We are not playing right now.
And that's 8 cards? He's going to have to move to discard.
Yeah, does nobody call him out on it?
Yep, they are. I was saying, yeah, he has.
It of the Horde Swarm goes to the graveyard.
Wow.
From hand.
Well, I mean, luckily for Sir Brew Lot, Commander D's done nothing on the first 3 turns. Unless he's waiting for Sir Brew
He
Lot.
might be waiting.
No?
Oh no, he does nothing.
Wow.
He does nothing, and he has one source of blue mana.
Okay.
Okay, there's a prying blade. So he's getting ready to Voltron something. Ivy Lane Denizen is cast, and yes, we're going to get his password.
Yeah.
We're going to get his password, and then we're going to take his phone. Let's see. What was that was cast? I can't tell. It's a creature that has some blue and red pips. So Spine Thopter, Shielding Plaques are both in Sir Brew Lot's hand right now. And it looks like he's going to get in with the Ivy Lane Denizen. He's going to cast the Elephant Ambush.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he cast it.
He's going to get that big elephant dude.
All right.
So that's a Noggle Bandit.
Okay.
Noggle Bandit can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he's going to Voltron him up.
He's going to Voltron it up. He's
going to get in there for that damage, make him a
treasure
token. And he's going to pass the turn.
Or
no,
is he?
He's going to try to. He's going to try to do something. Looks like he's going to Cloud. Is that Cloud of Frost?
Yeah.
It's a tap down effect. Those effects are rampant in this cube.
Yes.
You have to have them.
You have to. Yeah.
So let's swing the big elephant. Now it's a race, a three power, 3 toughness race for each of them.
I mean, if we're racing though, oh man, whew. I don't know which side I'd want to be on.
I don't either. It looks like somebody just yelled at him to get his phone off
the table.
The table there. Let's see. We got a black and 2 colorless. Is he going to cast the Vault Scourge? Cast the Vault Scourge, followed up with the Spine Thopter?
I mean, that is a line. I mean, if you're racing, then
either that, or does he go for the Sultai Scavenger? No, he's going to go with the Tarjaru Path Warden.
Okay.
So Ivy Lane Denizen is still on the battlefield. So he's casting a green creature. He still gets that effect.
Yep.
Now it looks like there's the Vault Scourge. So I think what he's doing is he's trying to outrace him now.
I think so. I think he's recognized that this might be a race.
Yes. And he sees that he's got a Sultai Scavenger in his hand, a Spine Thopter in his hand. So there's Fate's Fetters. Seems like he's got some of the good answers there. But is it enough?
Yeah. Let's get a bigger dice on there.
Yep. There we go. We can see that. We have 2 of those tokens now. 2 treasure tokens.
This is I love the gameplay that I've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been a lot of really good back and forth. A lot of good interaction. Just when you think somebody's getting backed into the corner, they bust out of it. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of math here. Shielding Plaques going to be cast on to
Elephant.
the Elefante.
Okay.
He'll draw a card. Let's see what he drew. Looked like a Bitter Bow. So he's waiting for.
Oh yeah, Commander D
waiting
was
for
tapping
production.
mana. I don't know what for.
I don't know that he was. Maybe he was tapping mana. Maybe it looked like he said go. Maybe he said okay. Maybe he said no. It did look like he was tapping mana.
Yeah.
But it. Maybe he said okay, and he went ahead and started to resolve the spell, and his teammate said, "Wait a minute," because that is a possibility.
Yeah. I think.
But at that point, he still said it was okay. So,
right.
So by saying it's okay, it means you're letting the spell resolve. There's a spined Thopter.
Sir Brew Lot, he's winning this race.
He's going to win this race. It looks like. Looks like Commander D is drawing a lot of lands. And it looks like his teammate is getting in there to try to find out what he's got in his hand, what he can cast, what's going on here. Just trying to give him a little bit of that help that he might need.
Does he have a massive ore that can be equipped?
Does he have that? Does he have? I mean, there's other effects. There's like a mana war effect in here. There's plenty of different things that he might be able to do just to equal out a little bit. Looks like Sir Brew Lot's teammate got in there to give a little bit of help, trying to figure out what's going on, what's what. It looks like they're reading that shielding plaques right now.
So I wonder if they have something that can kill an enchantment?
It could be. So the shielding plaque says when it enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. So it gives it.
Oh, okay. I wish I could see Commander D's hand
I wish
to
I
know
could
what
too.
they're thinking about.
He should tip it forward for us just a little bit. But at the same time, us being able to speculate like this gives us so many different lines.
Right. Because they are in the tank over something.
They're definitely in the tank.
And they've picked up some enchantments. They've read all the enchantments so far.
They sure have. And it looks like he's going to get in. He's going to make some more.
He has all the mana.
Make some more mana.
He does have the rainbow of the magic color spectrum available to him.
Sure does. That Vault Scourge should have untapped.
Yeah.
There he goes. So he's got another land. There you go. Clean that up a little bit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Big thank you to Commander D for that.
Move all the things that can't be untapped or attacked or just, out of the way.
Yes. All right, let's see. So, is he going to play the Bitterbow Sharpshooters?
I think that card looks really good on this board.
I think it does too. How many cards does he got in his graveyard right now?
Looks like just 2.
Is it just the 2?
And he has plenty of mana.
Yeah, if it's just the 2, he Sultai Scavengers cost 6.
And he's got 8 mana, so
he's got 8 mana, so he can cast the Sharpshooters.
Yeah.
Is he able to also cast Sultai Scavenger? It doesn't look that way.
No.
So he's reading the Ivy Lane Denizen to make sure he was doing things correctly.
And he is.
And he is. And it looks like he's going to get in there with the big hexproof 4/4 elephant, the Vault Scourge that has a +1/+1 counter on it, and the spined Thopter that has a.
Is that Into the Royal?
Yes. So he's going to Into the Royal, the Vault Scourge, and draw a card.
Said it. Yeah, he should. He paid the kicker mana.
Maybe that's not that. It looks like it.
It looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey.
he missed that.
Unless he, I think he only had 2 cards in hand. He has 3 now.
Oh,
I think
yeah. Okay, we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We didn't see it.
Quick hands.
Yep.
He's from Erie, PA.
What's that?
He's from Erie, PA.
Oh, yeah. With his quick hands.
Doing that thing you do.
Yeah. He's Miyagiing him.
Some more conversations. I really want to know what's in his hand.
Yeah, I really want to know what's going on with him right now. He's trying to...
And his partner out of focus is all.
Yeah, out of focus is like, hey, let me actually get in here and play this for you.
Well, this week is important.
Yeah.
For the Cube League. This week and next week are vital.
Yes.
And you can see that. I mean,
It's vital to standings.
Yeah.
Out of focus has played in this league with us 3 times now.
Yes.
Sir Brew Lot is been in every single league that we've had so far. So they're both veterans. Commander D is new to the league.
Man, he attacked.
Yeah, it's pretty brave. So Evan Carr's Justice? No?
I mean, he removed the 4.
Yeah, he removed the 4.
And what's that do?
If that is Evan Carr's Justice, it does 2 points of damage to each creature and each opponent. Evan Carr's Justice has buyback, and it deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent.
Oh, okay.
So essentially what he can do is wipe the board. So it costs 2 black and 2 colorless and has buyback of 3.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he did that, though.
I mean, that looks like it.
Looks like he cast the card.
Yeah.
He cast the card, then he cast the rest of the stuff in his hand.
Huh. Okay. Is that an Ashes to Ashes? Ooh, that's not,
It's not the card you want. Not right now.
No.
But you got a Sultai Scavenger in hand. You got a Sultai Scavenger in hand, and you got 4 cards in the yard that you can't get back. Yeah, you might as well cast those and see what happens.
See what happens. Man.
The suspense. The
I
suspense
know.
is killing me.
And what's he trying to
Is he
flashback?
going to flashback? He's going to flashback the elephant. So it looks like he's got a couple of blockers.
Okay.
So he blocks. Isn't going to take any damage. It's like looks like we're going to move into second main phase, and Sir Brew Lot is trying to think, okay, do I play the Sultai Scavengers? And I think that's what he's going to do. So we're going to get a 3/3 flyer on the battlefield for 3 mana. And let's see. Looks like he's going to scoop it up.
Oh, wow.
I don't know that he should have scooped it up. Seeing that card had flashback for another elephant, he could have made another elephant and then gotten in there, I guess. And it looks like they're doing math to try to make sure that he had everything there. I mean, yeah, Commander D was dead on hand, or on board, but he also had a blocker or two, had a couple of blockers,
Right.
but it looked like he ran out of resources.
Yeah, it looks like he ran out. And surprisingly, Sir Brew Lot's deck was very grindy.
It was very grindy. I think in that play though, I think what I would have done if I were Commander D is I would have done the buyback on the Evankar's Justice, and then cast it again.
Cast it again
because he had enough mana to
Yeah.
cast it twice, and maybe even cast it twice with buyback. I don't know that he had 14 mana, but he had a lot of mana.
He had a lot of mana. I don't think it was 14, but I think he could have set himself up for.
Yeah, he could have cast it once.
So he had 4 treasures.
He had 11 mana.
11 mana, yeah.
Yeah, he would have had 11 mana. He would have been able to cast it twice. That would have put Sir Brew Lot to 1. But it would have also put him to 5.
5. But Sir Brew Lot would have lost most of his creatures.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Which would have been more important.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our Week 3 presentation of Cube League Season 5. Persiferous appreciates you watching. I'm sure J-Wall does too. Make sure you like and subscribe and share us when you can. And we'll catch you guys next week for Week 4, which is Position Week.
Out.